Hello, beautiful ladies, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ifoma. I'm your new friend here on YouTube. On this channel, remember the goal is to help you become that amazing, elegant, sophisticated, and classy lady you've always dreamt of. Yeah, that's the goal of this channel to help you develop yourself to be just the best. So, girl, our discussion today is 10 things high value women don't do. 10 things high value women don't do. Before we go to the 10 things high value women don't do, I'd like to define a woman of high value in my terms, in my own personal definition. So in my terms, a woman of high value is a woman who have respect for herself, is a woman who is disciplined, is a woman who have dreams and focus, a woman who is working on achieving the best, a woman who wants to add positive impact in our society, a woman who wants to act bring about positive impact in the family and everywhere she is. She's an elegant, sophisticated, classy, and amazing woman. So, ladies, today these are the 10 things women of high value don't do. Let's get straight to the video. Number one thing a woman of high value don't do is gossip. Gossiping is a big no, 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 no for a woman of high value. I mean, if you have dreams, if you have visions, if you have focus, if you have things you really want to achieve, then you wouldn't have time to notice about people's errors and what they are doing wrong. And you have time to sit back and discuss people while the person you're talking about is busy working on themselves. And your gossiping is not even going to change them or make them to be better. If you have something to say to someone, just go straight to that person and try to speak to them. Be polite as much as you can, but don't talk about people behind their backs, especially when you're talking about unpleasant things about people. Gossiping is talking about people behind their backs when they are not present to defend themselves. It's not worth it. Gossip does not worth your time. It doesn't worth your energy. No woman of high value will go about gossiping about some other person or some other women. So, girl, if you want to be a woman of high value, if you want to be respected, if you want to be not that well disciplined lady, girl, or woman, then please quit gossiping if you do gossip, and if you don't gossip, please do not even try to get involved. It's a big hell no for me. That's number one thing that women of high value don't do, a woman of high value don't do. Number one thing that a woman of high value or women of high value don't do is a woman of high value don't fight on social media. It's very common, it's like a trend. You see people, fighting directly on social media, using all kind of abusive languages. Like, why are you fighting on social media? For instance, you see some friends, maybe they used to be besties and maybe they later have issues, and you see them, trolling each other on social media, trying to make nasty comments about the other person. Hell no. And when one has said something unpleasant to the other person comes back to reply unpleasantly, and the fight continues. It is very bad. A woman of high value should never get involved in a social media fight. Try to avoid anything fighting on social media. You can, if you don't want people to say some nasty things about you on social media, you can block them. I mean, you deserve peace of mind. You deserve um, a healthy mental health. So don't go about fighting with people on social media. Maybe sometimes you don't really mean to fight. Maybe try to defend yourself or try to explain something. Then you find yourself using some abusive words or trying to reply to whoever that had said something you don't really like in harsh tones, using harsh words, abusive words. Please go stop today. Stop every social media fight. If you are a woman of high value, Stop caring about trying to explain, try to fight back, try to make people know that you are not a weakling. Go. Maturity means, or let me not say means, maturity is when you are able to overlook and just walk away. So don't try to come and defend yourself or argue or explain yourself and end up fighting dirty on social media. No, no, no. That's the number 2 point. And number two thing women of high value do not do on social media. Number three thing that a woman of high value never do is don't get drunk. You see a girl, she will attend a party, maybe birthday party, wedding, anniversary, and there's so much to eat and drink, and you're eating so much, like you want to eat everything, you want to taste everything in the party, you're drinking everything you see, you drink, you like mix all the drinks you want to taste, champagne, this, red wine. Oh God, babe, please don't go to a party or anywhere, even if it's not a party, maybe you're hanging out with friends and go outing or whatever or anything at all. In any situation, don't ever get drunk. If you know you're not like your head is not strong enough to um carry alcohol, then don't drink at all. And if you can, if your head can carry alcohol, then know the limits. Don't go about drinking maybe because you've seen a lot of drinks. There's so much to drink, different kind of drinks. Maybe you haven't tasted. Maybe there is so much kind of types of drink available and drinks available, and you haven't tasted some of them, and you really want to taste them on that same day or in that same occasion and end up getting drunk. Please don't ever get drunk. If you've been getting drunk before now, please try not to ever get drunk again. Getting drunk means you are indisciplined. It means it's like it tells a very bad, it gives a very bad definition of you as a lady, as a woman of high value. Never allow yourself to get drunk. That's the number third point. And the number fourth point, the thing that a woman of high value do not do is a woman of high value do not fight over a man. I was watching a clip a few days ago about two ladies like fighting so dirty, like tearing themselves like naked on social media because of a man, fighting over a man. Why? Says, why are you fighting over a man? If a man loves you, if a man knows your value, if he knows your worth, then he should be the one to come to you. You don't have to beg someone to love you. You don't have to fight over a man to love you. Imagine a man seeing you fighting over him. It means you don't know your worth, you're worthless. It means you are indisciplined. It means you're not good. I mean, you're giving a very, very terrible definition of you. It means you don't have self respect. Ladies, please, never you fight over a man. I repeat, never fight over a man, no matter who the man is. For no reason should you fight over a man. If a man loves you, he should be the one to fight for you. I mean, I don't mean physical fight. I mean, he should try to get to you. He should try to be with you, and not you going about trying to fight another lady over a man. Hell no, please don't ever do that. If you've ever done that, please don't even try it again, sis. It doesn't tell well for your image. That's the number four thing a woman of high value should not do. Number five thing a woman of high value should not do is don't use abusive language on people. Please. I mean, it's not really it's not classy. It's to see a woman going about, some people it's become their habit. There's this lady I know, she can't stay a day without using abusive words on people. Maybe you've been using it over time and maybe you feel like it's become a part of you. Then work on yourself, discipline yourself to stop using abusive words on people. It's not wonderful, it's not amazing to see a woman using abusive words on people, calling them names. Even if you have issues with people, try to control your temper. Try to control your lips. Try to control the things you say. Don't go about saying it, calling people names. I don't want to use any of those languages here, but you know what abusive words are. So please do not use it on people. Do not use it on anybody, please. Be it your younger ones, your parents, your neighbors, please, your friends, stop using abusive words on people. There's nothing wonderful about using abusive words on people. Try as much as you can to use nice words, pleasant words, sweet words. I don't mean sweet talking, I mean use good words on people. If you must say something, let it be something nice. If you are angry, instead of using abusive words on people, it's better to keep quiet. Yeah, keep quiet rather than use abusive words on people. That's number five. And number 16 that a woman of high value don't do is a woman of high value don't engage in physical or verbal fights. We've discussed something like that, but I like to throw more light on it again. As a woman of high value, I don't mean like you shouldn't express yourself. You should express yourself, but do that um in a classy manner. Do it in a way that is elegant. Do it elegantly. Don't go about, fighting with people. Don't ever fight anybody for any reason. I mean, just imagine someone that respects you so much, someone that sees you as a role model, and then the person sees you fighting on the street, or maybe exchanging words, abusive language, verbal abuse, or whatever on the street, or anywhere, even wherever you are, in your school, workplace, home, please don't ever engage in a physical or verbal abuse or fight, please. It doesn't tell well for you. That's it. And that's the number 6 point. Number 7 point is a woman of high value is not rude. Some people like they feel like some people like they feel that being rude means that people will respect you. No, people might avoid you because you are rude, and maybe you feel like, oh, they're respecting you. No, they're just avoiding you because you are very rude. Try to respect people. Be humble. Don't go about like being rude to people, talking to people anyhow, saying all manner of things to people, mistreating people. No, learn to be respectful. Try not to use abusive words on people. It doesn't tell good of you. Try to be nice. Don't be rude to people. Be it a stranger, anybody, but do not be rude to people. Being rude to people is not wonderful. It's not something to be applauded. Being rude to people is not something to jubilate about. People might be like, many people might not tell you that you're rude, but they'll try to avoid you because you're a rude person. And being rude can like take away a lot of things from you, your respect, your value, even it can destroy or ruin your dreams. For instance, maybe your dream jobs, you may not be able to get it because you are rude to people. You may not be able to get um, to some point in level or some level because you are being rude to people. So please do not be rude to people. That's the number 7 point. Then the number 8 point is don't live fake life. Don't live fake life. Don't go about trying to, show off what you don't have. Learn to be contented with what you have. Don't try to belong. Don't try to please people. Don't try to fake your life for people to accept you. The right people will accept you the way you are. The right people will be choose to be part of you, knowing exactly who you are, where you're from, whether you're from a wealthy background or not a wealthy background or whatever. It doesn't really define who you are. But faking your life, can get you into a lot of trouble. It can make you spend excessively, and it can even lead you to stealing because you want to continue like faking it, and sometimes you might not be able to have the money to um, um, live or maintain the life you've presented to people, and you might be pushed into stealing. So please Do not live a fake life for any reason. Be real, be who you are. Don't try to make people accept you, or maybe accepted to be accepted by a group of friends or a certain class of people, and you live in a fake life, claiming ownership of what you never own, and talk claiming to be who you're not. Please don't ever live a fake life for any reason as a woman of high value. Number 9 point is don't women of high value don't brag about their achievements. Don't go about telling people what you have achieved so far and this, who you are, and all that. Like, um, there was a case of a woman. She had issues with a keke driver, tricycle, aka keke in Nigerian language. So, she's um, so during the fight, she was like trying to tell the keke man, "Do you know who I am? This, that, blah, 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 blah." Blah. Not knowing actually that the guy she was talking to wasn't just a keke man, but a police officer. So she was bragging about talking down on the man, saying all sorts of things to the man. At a point, the fight got to a point where the policeman had to make calls, and she was kind of harassed by other policemen because she was so much bragging about who she was like, "Do you know who I am?" and all that. So please, as a woman of high value, don't go about bragging about who you are, telling people, bragging about your achievements and the things you are able to achieve. Let your achievement speak for itself. Let people see for themselves. Don't go about bragging about what you own. As a woman of high value, don't ever do that. So the last point, which is number 10, is the last but not the least, is women of high value don't body shame other people or other women. You know, when social media have really made a lot of things, I don't know, but kind of you see people like body shaming a fellow woman. It's common among women. You can hardly see a guy body shaming another guy because guys they don't really care. It's not like they don't really care so much about their looks, but women do. That's why they are women. So you go about telling people how ugly they are, how big their nose is, how wide their mouth is, how big their eyes is, and you just keep saying some nasty things about people's body. You did not create anybody, so you have no right to but shame other fellow people, be it a man or woman. Please do not ever but shame anybody. It's not good. You're killing that person. You're killing the person's confidence. You're killing the person's dreams. Like these lips, you see, can either make or mar a life. So please use your lips wisely. That's it for this video. And please remember, in every video, would- there must be a quote. So here is today's quote. No matter what the situation is, never quit. Because tough time never lasts, but tough people do. I really love you, my amazing ladies. Keep being the best of who you are. And see you in the next video. Bye.